Right,
Oh,
hello, everyone.
oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But
Oh, there we go.
hello, everyone. Welcome to Linky's radio episode. What episode is this? I don't know. Um, today,
Seven.
yeah, you sure? All right. Well, today we have our guest, Garage, Han Solo, Isel, and of true intelligence, which used to be a man of true humor.
I changed to intelligence because purely I do have the brain
Oh,
for it.
Jack, you're late. We already got someone to record, but one of the topics involves it. And there's also Panky.
Yeah. He can record as well because if my recorder comes out, it'll come in handy.
Well, I still prefer you to record because we already started the recording, so.
Yeah.
I'm also like extremely slow when it comes to uploading the videos. Like I take forever, so it's probably better if he does.
We also got Jack Rackham.
Yep.
So introduce yourself, guys, and let me pull up the topics.
Okay. So, I'm a man of intelligence. You guys know me. I host the channel Just a Couch Potato, who does mostly news about everything that's happening in PNW. I haven't been doing it because of a lot of stuff that's been happening, but I might start doing it again, so.
Alright. Anyone else want to introduce themselves?
I'm Panky. Was a head of Imperial of Man until yesterday. Now I'm just a lead advisor. I've been playing the game for 2 years. A lot of you might know me for the TLE leaks, or yeah, basically.
What about you, Jack? You want to
Uh,
introduce yourself?
sure. My name is Jack Brackham. I, uh, yeah, I've been playing for a while since 2018. The only places you'd know me from are either the Regiment or Southern Victoria, and I run a radio show that we're going to talk about.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys
My
already
name's
know Daraj you guys already know Daraj and Weisel, so Han Solo, why don't you introduce yourself? If you want to, that is.
Soul Hansel.
Han Solo, freaking yeah.
You mean there's people that don't know who I am?
I mean,
You guys don't know
Probably like
anyone.
it's
one.
it's it's possible, but I still prefer you to introduce yourself.
I thought I was a household name of hatred. Anyway,
I don't hate you,
I'm
bro.
on. Yeah, that's good. You also didn't tell them that you are the leader of Ghost Division. You
Oh
forgot.
yeah, I got a new flag. I got a new advertisement as well.
Anyway, I guess I would be the semi-retired Han Solo who is chilling out in Gato and former High Gov IA in Atlas Number One and the former leader of Atlas Number Two. How's that?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Bob, you already know who Weisel is. Why would I need to? When I need these two to introduce themselves when you already know who they are because they've been on several shows.
He's just trolling. We were just in a VC together, so.
All right, so the first topic we have today is the end of the global war. For those of you who don't know, Global War 22 has just ended. It was Hollywood versus Blackwater. So,
There was a
Weisel,
war?
could
That
There
was a
was a war?
yes,
destruction.
Weisel, there was a war.
That
Can you give us
was
a little
a
light on that?
slaughter.
What was the question?
You give us a little light on the war?
We
What led to the
won.
end?
We won, which is a good thing.
Nice.
Um, yeah, we lasted a little over 3 weeks, I guess, and we ended up getting the W, and we got the
Money.
surrender, admission to defeat from Blackwater, and then there were some other meme terms. Nothing punitive, but we had fun,
I remember
and
old NATO used to be a part of Hollywood, but thing happened.
I
It
got the
was
fight.
very nice to see the syndicate surrender.
Yeah, they kind of get annoying. Like I'm on Sublime right now.
All right. You were trying to say something, Han?
I said I got the fight on both sides.
Well, oh, it's just who invited him up? Not to be
Who's
mean,
this?
but
I believe it was Jova.
uh, okay. I don't. Hold on. There's no topics that involve UL at this time, so I don't know why Jova
Uh,
let you
he,
up.
hmm,
Let me guess, he wants you to supervise me, huh?
yeah.
It
All right,
happens.
all right. I see how it is. Oh well. So what led to this the war ending? Hazel?
I'm sorry. I I'm doing about three things right now at one time. I'm sorry. Just say the question again.
Uh, what led up to what led up to the peace talks?
Um, and it was just an, and if you looked at just the amount of mill each side had, and we had pretty much accomplished our objectives. So we actually did reach out to Blackwater about uh, starting peace talks, and we finally got the peace talks started, and they actually went pretty quick and not really contentious at all. So it's pretty much just objectives were reached. So no reason to drag it out. Wasn't helping anybody. The only people that were, or the only spheres that were benefiting off of that were those that were not engaged at the time. So
True.
So, what what do you believe the future is for both sides now that this war is over?
and I said this the other night on another show, but hopefully, I mean, like the like take Grumpy's CV for the war. I mean, they were a little upset that TS had hit them four times and they had not done anything. So they wanted to they wanted a shot at TS. They got the shot at TS, and hopefully we can move on from it and not keep having the same war over and over again. So
Cthulhu, what are you doing up here now? I don't need two supervisors.
Cthulhu. He just comes because he wants to. I think.
I
Uh,
always come.
all right. So there's the second topic. Actually, hold on. Does anyone have any questions for Weisel? Bad. I was moving too quickly.
Not really. I just focus on other things. But I heard Global War Two was pretty. It was pretty interesting.
But does anyone have any questions for Weisel before we move on?
I just really out of curiosity, what was the tier you guys were pushing? Did you have any competition, if any tier at all?
um, I guess I guess like low or low mid, and I guess was pretty competitive. Um, I think above say 15, we had that pretty well in hand, but there was still fighting going on down at the bottom. But
I mean, but send like most of Blackwater sold units like 2 days after the war started, right?
yeah, they had a strategy change, and
Didn't work,
I
right?
don't necessarily agree with their strategy decision there because they were very much still in it at the time.
Yeah, I saw the
And
same thing. They were like, they could have still like, I think they could have like held
they
30.
they uh 30 might have been pushing it. I think they could have gotten to the high 20s for sure. Um, it's like the war wasn't over by any means when they decided to change up strategies. but I mean, it is what it is. I don't I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have made that same call. And, but I mean, that was what they felt was the right call. So that's on them to deal with.
All right. Is that all for you, Weisel?
Well, all I really have on the war. I mean, unless you
Right.
guys have any
Does anyone
other
else have any
specific
questions?
questions.
Nope.
Anyone else have any questions for Weisel? Bob's got a question. What's your question, Kills? Just one moment. Kills Bob is typing, so there's gonna be dead air for a bit.
Well, you gotta like bring it back to life, my guy.
I know.
As I see this show chat, I notice how cursed it is.
Oh yeah, me talking about beating Drexler with the belt because it turns on Drexler.
My
Oh,
bad,
God.
Camp. I don't have a. Okay. All right, Kills Bob. Thanks.
Any show chat with me and it's gonna be cursed.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
the
That's
think
true.
so.
next topic we got is apprentice spear shift from mile high club to clock. So we got Daraj here to speak on that. Uh, could you tell us a little about that, Raj?
The spear shift.
Yep. Yep. The sphere shift.
I mean, yeah, I got to turn this push to talk thing off, but Aurora was already in clock, and quite honestly, a lot of the Serpentis guys, especially the higher tier guys, really wanted to be in clock. If you look at like Z and Dolly and myself and a few of even Toxic, um, Mile High Club kind of really wasn't the vibe we were going for anyway.
Right. Uh, by the way, you're a little muffled. Just letting you know that. So what led to this decision?
We had been talking about it really since the NAO merge into Voodoo.
So, what do you believe the be- what do you believe the future is for Apprentice now that you're in clock now?
Well, obviously, uh, I feel like we're in a better position um, militarily. We, Rose really not that strong when it comes to war. So um, when it's time to go to war, we're going to be in good shape.
Right. Does anyone have any questions for Daraj at all?
Uh, how did it actually go for like Aurora and Voodoo and to do the Serpentes thing or a thing? Like, how did that go? Like the talks for like how that pop up?
Well, I mean, obviously, we have Toxic and Wizard, who were old Aurora gods. Um, I think it was really just a natural progression. Um, a lot of us really wanted to see something more than a bunch of whales hanging out just chilling, which is what this merge kind of brought to the table.
Right. Does anyone else have any questions for what? I mean, not Weisel, my bad. Uh, Daraj?
Right now, I'm green.
No, he's green. He's getting his true
Are
roots
you the
back.
green giant?
Some of you guys might know who Greeny is, but some may
Well, I
not.
know who Green is. I know who he is.
I was keeping my mouth shut because I thought it might be the real Green.
No, he hasn't come back.
trolling.
Is he? Oh no, yeah, he
I
is
was
Julius Caesar now, right? He's
I don't think he even
I
plays.
forgot who Green was. Isn't
isn't
he?
he the isn't he the leader of Empire of the Romans?
Oh,
No,
he's the leader of 770.
Didn't
no, he's
that
not.
die so long ago?
Oh, wait, no. The
Yeah, that
leader of
guy.
Empire of the Romans is the art
Justinian.
guy.
That's Justinian.
Oh,
No,
Empire
he
of
was
the
Roberts
Romans
before,
is an
right? He was like
It was,
Roberts
archtraitor.
before.
it was Robert before.
Yeah,
Justin.
Roberts. That's
Yeah.
the guy. That's the guy.
I thought you were talking about Green, the leader of 770.
No, yeah, I was talking about him, but I got confused with Roberts.
Yeah, no, Robert is just he's around anymore. He's the Emperor of the Romans.
Yeah. I
Oh.
thought Green renamed himself to Justinian, but it was Roberts who renamed himself.
Yes.
I think BoJack Horseman might have been in between those two, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Justinian as BoJack Horseman.
I've never
Yeah,
talked to Green before.
that was before Justinian, and then before that was Robert.
I've tried to actually talk to Green before, but I've never actually gotten an alliance with him when I was leading NATO. The old
don't
NATO
give-
is dead, but with what's
Just don't give him any
I
money.
won't get off topic.
Do it. Don't. No, absolutely not. So does anyone have any questions for Raj?
Well, I'd ask. Well, that I don't know. Like, your changes to clock changed the tide of power and like theoretic, like and fingers down, like not like power, actual power, but like you changed the Mihawk left from being the biggest block to now clock being the biggest block once again. So what do you think that might change for the political landscape?
Yeah, I feel like the move to clock probably it might have hurt the Mile High Club guys' feelings. I was privy to the talks. I wasn't in, but clock for the majority of our council and folks involved in kind of the running of Voodoo really wanted that move. So, and we looked at staying in MHC, and the terms it just to my understanding just deteriorated. So, we went on and took the clock offer.
Nice.
Alright. So, is that it for the questions?
But hail Serpentis.
Okay. Alright, the next thing we got is, this is actually not an alliance thing, rather it's a news server thing with Pirate Island Times, so Jack's here for that, filling in for Rainbow. Because, yeah.
We'd
The
rather have Jack than Rainbow anyway.
merge between Pit Radio and Keeping It 100. That, Jack?
Yeah. So, I mean, what happened was pretty simple. One day, me and her were talking, and she was saying that she won't be able to do like one of her other shows. And a few days after, I thought, what if we just combine them? Because I've been missing on a lot of topics recently, and we both have different strengths when it comes to doing shows. Because like I'm better at just getting random topics, and she's better at finding people to talk to. So if we just kind of combine forces, we can probably make a better show. Although, I mean, most of our brand is just like the chaos that comes along with it, because we have like Mindsum Everett and a few others that come on regularly just to talk, and it's more or less just us talking rather than anything else. It's kind of what the brand is. But a lot of it, we have missed a few shows now. Some of us because both of us were busy, but other times it was just because we had nothing. We just didn't know what to go on and talk about. You have to start off one of our shows with a topic, and then work our way into the chaos. Like the last radio did, we just had Splooge and Plop come on randomly, which is very interesting. But yeah, I'll try to actually get them back for a few more. If anyone remembers that. You're
Gonna
right,
have people spam the fucking show chat with it's
Yeah.
the Squeech and Plop show.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
what
no,
are you
please
doing?
no,
What are you
no,
doing?
no, don't do it, don't do it. I still have
Someone-
PTSD from that night. Please don't do it.
What happened that night? I wasn't there. I
Oh,
was
the
at
spam!
work.
It was so bad. It was so
I was,
bad. Let's
dude, I
let's
was
not
at
get off
work.
topic, but
Okay, but
oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. That's what our show is. It's just like the first half of it is the on-topic topics, and then we go off-topic and go to somewhere else, some other planet, and that's kind of what the brand became. That's why a lot of people come to it is just to see the chaos.
Yeah, like
Couldn't type
Fair
once
chat.
we're like
Yeah.
once we start getting off topic,
But
or like
yeah.
when we're finally off topic, I will explain the situation that's happening with other micros and all that. But I won't
Alright,
explain it right now.
But
We,
yeah,
we
like
need to keep on
whenever the
topic.
show gets off topic and pit, we all like a server dies. Like I remember one time we actually just went off and killed some random nano server,
Oh boy.
and then the attack on OCN was funny as well.
Oh
But anyway, so
god,
back to like
I
back to
saw
like
that
our
one.
actual.
I saw that
Aria? No.
Thank you, Drama
No,
Queen.
no,
Thank
no.
you so much. I love you.
one. Okay,
Anyway,
let's get
like
back
I was
on
saying, though,
topic.
we and her decided to just combine the shows because it'd be easier. I think actually Drama Queen was who made the suggestion for making a 100% bullshit radio, so we decided to combine forces so that we can consistently do a show. We decided to use a Tuesday time slot just because I've had to fight people for it. So yeah, I wouldn't have any. I based on like a few things Arya's done, I don't have any remorse for what we did. If he breaks our truce, you'll get to see it. Currently, there's a truce between the two of us, so like if if that's broken, you'll know you won't take his side. Trust me.
Right.
Oh,
Anyway,
we gotta talk about the truce.
it involves a lot of OOC stuff. If you want to
Shit.
know, I'd recommend going
Why?
to OC and scrolling up in the public chat, and you'll see the argument.
Why?
I'll remain silent for
Why?
the next
Why did it
ranking.
have to spread?
I just did it to piss you off.
Why would you spread it? No, no. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Someone get rid of it, damn it. Kill it with fire.
All right.
Why you take that
anyways,
banger off?
That's kind of like that.
It's a
I mean,
good
it was
thing I muted that sound box. So
yeah, that's like that was it. Like, there's not that much that went on here. We're just gonna combine the shows. We're gonna stick to Tuesday just because of the and we've had to fight for the slot. We've had to do a lot of work to keep the Tuesday slot, so we're just gonna go along with it, and also have an ad up already that says we do radio shows on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm not gonna take down the ad. That's fine.
right. So what? Okay. What's the future for radio and keeping it 100 now?
Like I said, Tuesday was the last pit radio. Saturday will be the last keeping it 100, and then every Tuesday after that's going to be a new radio show.
Right. So does anyone have any questions for Jack?
not really. I understand all of it.
No, be gone.
Well, can we all have a moment of silence, please, for this?
No. Shit. No. I'm
Wait,
being
let me turn up my
paid to
volume.
Take this shit off.
Max volume, guys.
And I'm pretty sure that I convinced Kev to like.
Yep.
Never
Never
Turn it
turning
off.
that up. Never
Pretty
turning
sure
that
there
on
will
again.
be an actual segment
my
on the
God.
show. Will be the Splusion Plop show.
Amelia, shouldn't you have perms or something?
All right. Well,
I mean,
One
we
has
might as
some
well have a real.
Jack?
Also, does anybody have questions for Rainbow that I can like shoot her in DMs if they want them answered?
No.
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 Okay.
Shut up, Red Flame. My mic is fine.
all right. Fourth topic we have involves you, man. You left NATO to make. It's a
Ghost
man
Energy.
slash noob leaving NATO and his comments on the reborn NATO. Can you shed a little light on that, noob?
Okay, so I've been actually thinking about this for a while, and when I made so the first thing is I ruled you guys know me. I'm the second leader to NATO. I actually did pretty good compared to Paperclip. I miss that guy. Rip him, man. Yeah, but this new reborn NATO, it's just Croc. Right now, it's just Croc now being the leader. I can't. I have to say it. I can't trust Croc anymore. After what he did to the first NATO, with his reborn and everything, with this new reborn, it seems like he has been much more crazy. Yes, he's been calmer, but he's been crazy. Like, if you guys have heard from Chad, you know Chad, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How Croc, what he wants to do is, first off, he wants to protect, if he does get to a top 50 rank, he wants to protect all the active nations. All the active nations. He wants to protect all the nanos, the other micros who are not part of any blocks. Really just all the active stuff that makes the most money for the pirates, such as Space Invaders and Ark. And that's what he wants to do. And I've been telling, and before I left, I told him, Croc, that is not a good idea. Because if you look at it, you do that, you're going to starve the pirates, and you're going to force them into more global wars that is just going to fuck everybody over.
I told you Croc was a bad idea.
Yeah.
One thing I would love to see is the nanos against every, like, there's the none, like every ranking thing has none, and I would love to see NA like against like a bunch of like other alliances, just like all the nanos like piling up against someone. That'd be fucking fun to watch.
Oh, okay, who's the wise guy? Someone just kicked me.
What? Wait,
just got
why are you
kicked.
0-2?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
why did you? Did they kick you from the server and you joined in an alt?
Yeah. Get kicked. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Paul was
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
While they
Beautiful.
while
Well, the
while
show's
he's
over.
I-
Who wants to sing the Splooge
yeah.
pop?
No, I don't want to say that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No, but
I
okay, we're talking about NATO, the alliance with like 10,000 score, right?
Yeah. Remember,
I
we
will
used to
nuke-
be
I
in
I
the
will
remember
top
you
70.
did something on the forums or something, right?
I will nuke the next person who sings that song.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's a Splusion pop.
If you're in
Yeah.
range,
It's a
anyway.
Splusion pop. No, it's a Splusion
Was
pop.
NATO like a democratic alliance?
Yeah, they were purely... Like, when Croc was really mad because I kicked him out of the first alliance to try and fix what he did, what he wanted to do, the first thing, direct democracy. And I was all like, Croc, you're a dumbass. And then we tried it out, and we were right. Croc was a dumbass.
There's a reason why there's no direct alliance. No, isn't TCW direct democracy?
Think so.
It's the only one that kind of has worked out. UPN kinda too, but they've stagnated for like 10 years by now.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, why I created a Ghost Division was purely just because I couldn't really stand Croc anymore. He's done so much, and he says, "Oh, I want to change. Oh, I want to do better." He's not. He's just gonna.
And what's your
lead
plan?
NATO.
Hit Croc? Is that your plan?
I'm gonna probably cancel my treaty. And with him, and probably hit him once I get enough members, because I'm really just done with NATO. And if I do that,
Croc the C14? Is
man.
Croc Emmanuel Macron?
Fuck, this dog is up here. He's allowed to be up here. What the fuck? Ow!
Is Croc the C14 Emmanuel Macron? Is that
So-
Croc?
No, he's the United States of Pretoria. He has a communist flag, so.
How the fuck is a C4 really?
What do you believe is the
He
future
took
for NATO
over
and Ghost Division?
United Nations of Orbis.
Yeah, what do you believe
Because a man left.
what do you think the future is for NATO and Ghost Division?
For me, I think it'll ultimately lead to war because I've actually kind of been bad talking Croc because of a lot of the things he's done and what he might do in the future. I already have an ad posted. I have a lot of things planned. Yes, I got an ad. I've made my server really well done. I have bots such as Lakotis, Ticketbot. I have everything set up. However, the only person I have is a new person that I met in New World, because we have this server called New World. It's a political game. It's pretty fun. So this new person wanted to join, and I let him join, and he's been good, but he got hacked, so he had to make a new account and everything. So, but that's really it. I'm trying to get more members, and if I can get Ghost Division high enough, I'm gonna declare war and just take out.
If you
NATO
want funding to hit NATO, I'll give it to you.
Alright, well, is that it for you, noob?
Yeah,
should
if you guys have any other questions,
poach
you
Han
can ask.
Solo. Han Solo should be poached.
Alright, does anyone have any questions for a man or a noob? I'll take that as a no. Alright, next topic. Imperium of the Man reaching the top 50 and rapidly growing. Pinky, can you give us a little insight on that?
Imperial of Man was an alliance. Me, Dede, Simmons, and Burger. If I'm correct, I'm not missing anyone. Or mostly Simmons and Dede made after. Well, we were kind of pissed in 5P, and we just wanted to make a new micro and try to fully be like more independent this time around. And just try to grow it like pure as no merges and try to grow an entirely new community.
I hate to interrupt you, but wasn't David Seraph a part of that as well?
Yeah, Simmons is David Seraph.
Oh.
Yeah, he changes his name a couple times. He was originally Simmons, then he changed to David. Now he's back at Simmons.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. How long has this Simmons played?
I knew it.
He's not that old. He really is not that old at all. Let me check.
So there's a new Simmons.
I don't think it's
No,
your
this is not the old Simmons. This is not Simmons. This is another Simmons with
No,
only
no,
one
no.
I'm
M.
gonna have to like sue this guy because there's only
No.
one Simmons.
This is not the other Simmons that you were friends with. No,
No, there's only the OG Simmons, and that's it. We're gonna have to
it's with one M instead of two M's.
I knew that was coming.
It's almost Simon.
Yeah, okay, it's a brand new. Okay,
Yeah,
if it was
we ate.
two M's,
You
we'd
didn't
be
eat. Go eat.
counting lawsuit.
How many pieces of chicken do we get?
He's only
Go.
playing for like 100
Go.
days. Like he's pretty new, like almost 4 months.
Yeah, I was about to say if Simmons is back and I haven't poached him, that's gonna be a problem.
No,
So
if Simmons is back, I would have already hit him.
Imperium, that's Panky.
What?
Imperium, that's you.
What do you mean? Like
IOM, Imperial of Man.
Imperial Man?
What's your alliance?
Yeah, Imperial of Man. We have 100k score right now. Yes,
Yeah.
we.
You guys are insane with your recruiting messages. It's crazy. I mean, it's in a good way. I mean, like, literally, I've gotten it like 5 times here in the last couple weeks.
I don't know. Seraph is.
And not even leaving an alliance for like literally 30 seconds, and I've gotten the recruitment.
Yes, I don't know what he did, but I think Seraph did something to make the ping better for the script. He's making it on, and he made it himself. I think so,
Yeah.
and he made an insane.
I actually want. When I left my alliances a few times, I actually got a recruitment message like the second after I left. It's like the Imperium of Man wants you.
Yes, I haven't been. I mean, I
Yes,
haven't gone more than 30 seconds.
I have been
and I've got
seeing that everywhere. The Imperium of Man. The Imperium of Man.
I believe he made a script himself, and another not special thing, but I don't know why alliances that want to recruit don't do this. He automatically invites every single nation who joins the game. Like invites to the alliance.
Yeah,
in their
he
inbox.
invites into the alliance and sends out the recruitment message like the.
No, it
Right.
sends the recruitment. It sends the recruitment message on the inbox and then an invitation. Like while you invite someone to an alliance, that's the thing. A lot of players don't even know it exists. You can personally invite people to an alliance inside the
Right.
game.
But yes,
That's what I've been doing.
yes, with the invite.
Yeah, so he just
how do you-
automated masked.
I'm sorry.
That's,
How do you do that?
I think it's I have no clue. Simmons was supposed to be here, but he's from Italy,
It's
and
under,
so it's like 3 a.m.
it's under,
here there.
I
under
need to
the
learn how to
alliance,
do a script, or else I'm a
it's under
be
the
slow
alliance
in game
control
members.
panel. I offered you a bot to do that, by the way.
Oh really? Maybe. Oh yeah, I could use
If
that.
you ignore my messages.
So,
I'll have to make enough money. I
do
want
you
to
want to
pay
ask a
for it.
question, Linky?
Uh, go ahead with you.
I was just getting more insight. So we already technically hit top 40, even like 2 days ago. We were back to 43, but it's like really close there. So technically it's top 40 more than it's closer to. But yeah, our way of being is pretty mass recruiting, but we're trying to like be a little. Our main goal is not be like DP. That's our goal of life and our goal posted everywhere. Not be like Divine Phoenix, because we obviously are mass recruiting, but as you can see from very much different alliance, we have already a decent strong core of 20s. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 20s, which for a new alliance, that's a really this with Monday Alliance with a lot of experienced members like
Oh
Montitan
crap!
Dede, who has done a lot, me who have been high gov in multiple AAs, former FAs of different alliances and stuff. So the goal of these alliances already start with a strong goal to be able to create a new community on itself, and so far it's worked. We've stopped recruitment for now because we set our theoretical goal of 60 members for the time being to not overload EA and be able to manage the members we currently have as we micromanage every individual member. Like we have different categories for growth. Like if you hit a rating target, you get upgraded to another rank and you get bonuses and to encourage people to raid and grow. That's how we micromanage everything, and we're trying to keep with. And we keep absolutely zero inactives in the AA as well to keep competency up.
Right. Doesn't. So, what do you believe the future is for Imperium of Man?
Um, let's see what I can say is we are definitely, as every AA, are hoping to one day hit like the top, I don't know, top 5 or whatever. Our current goal is to be able to be a little more independent and not be a protectorate. We know we need a better average score for that. That's why we stopped recruiting for now or lowered it, as we want to be able. Right now what we don't want to do is internal growth more than anything, so we already hit our 100 grand scored, and it's basically our long-term goal is to be able to be a co-founder or or a founder of a block, but that's really far into the future.
Does anyone have any questions for Panky?
Nope.
No questions, but I do notice in the change permissions of the alliance tab, there is actually an option to invite, uninvite people that I didn't notice before. I wonder if the bot manages those somehow.
Yeah, they do. That's why I was telling you. There's Sarif did he did about himself, and
I know it's just
there's multiple bots for it.
you were implying that it was like part of the messaging system or something. So
It's part of our. It's automated with the script. It's like tied, if I believe, somehow.
interesting.
Right. All right. Does that it? Anyone have any more questions? All right. Let's move on to the next topic, which involves you, Han. Uh, the Atlas
Really?
merger. Can you give us a little light on that? Or I will.
What do you want to know?
What led up to this merger and demerger?
Okay. Well, first of all, the Atlas 1 was not democratic, and Atlas 1 had a merge from the leader that was not approved by all of the government and was not approved by the members of the alliance. And so Atlas 2, the idea was to try to make it democratic as much as we could, as far as with the ruling council and things to prevent one person going rogue, like what happened the first time. So we had a governing council, which basically was high gov, and each person had a director. And the leader, who was me and then moved to Danny, did not hold a vote, but they held a veto. So the high gov had a vote. At the time that I was the leader, we had 6 high gov votes. And so everything literally was voted by the high gov. So everything was decided as a group, so that if one thing happened, the other thing happened, whatever, it wasn't one person's fault and we couldn't go rogue. And some issues even got voted by the actual members of the alliance. So I stepped down, Danny took over.
All praise
There,
Danny.
yeah, no, okay, all right then. So, so I needed a break at the day that things kind of went a little south, and I needed a break, so I retired and I left. And then I did come back and took the high gov position while he was the leader. So there were some issues that have been a long time coming, and the board was split. So the truth of the matter is that some of the board sided with me and some of the board sided with Danny, and the votes were not really that necessary because Danny held the veto and he could have decided to veto it, but it was more of a we never got a chance to do some votes because of the tensions in the boardroom. And so that led up to a big giant fight. And the big giant fight, Danny and Zepp failed. And we had no warning. They just left. They left. Um,
I
when
did as well. I know I had left too after Danny had left.
Right, but I'm talking High Gov. High Gov had left, and those two. And when Zepp left, he basically nuked Milcom and literally deleted like everything from Milcom. And so, and then you had left, but also they took several members with them at the same time. So we were going to try to continue things, and we installed Yasin as the temporary leader because, and Jack's here, but I'm going to say it anyway, the prop would not allow me to take the alliance back over. And so we put Yasin in temporarily until we could do a proper vote. And so the High Gov had to decide what was going to happen. But at this point, we had lost 3 large city members. We lost 2 High Gov and a Low Gov. We also lost the entire Milcom department that was by the former Milcom leader. And we just were in a bad spot. And so we held on through the night the next day. And the next day, we still were not achieving anything just because we had nobody to do anything, because the other 2 High Gov are in college and are currently super busy. And so the reality of the situation was going to be that Yasin and Han, me, would have had to run the entire alliance ourselves with just 2 of us. And that's also on top of all of the money and revenue and members that we had lost. And so we had no econ, no Milcom, no FA, and it would have literally been us. And we had to recreate Milcom, and it was just an overwhelming situation. And I was at a point that I'm still recovering from some issues, and that was kind of the reason that I had stepped down in the first place. And I am not in a position that I could have handled the pressures of trying to run an alliance with just one person, with me and Yasin. And so the vote was presented by the leader at the time, who was Yasin. The vote was not presented by me. that we merge or we do something else. What had happened was I knew the end was coming, and so I reached out to some friends of mine that I had in several different alliances and asked, if things go south, can I come back? And Camelot, Camelot, and Emperor of the Romans, and there were several, and Gato, obviously. When I did that, the Romans reached out to us and offered a merge deal. The merge was presented to the board of High Gov. At this point, that was only 4 people. Actually, it was literally only 3 of us because Yasin technically didn't really have a vote. But he voted. We voted in favor of the merge simply as a last resort because we really didn't have a lot of choice.
All right. And then could you talk about the demerger? Because as far as I'm aware, there's a lot of Atlas people who left Empire of the Romans, and there's a few who had sticked to their.
I could have actually come in as a high gov, like temporarily, if I
Well,
could.
we had discussed several options like that, but so there is no demerger. The issue was that I, being opposed to the merger the first time, was opposed to it this time as well, as far as just letting people just be screwed. And so I personally found everyone who was still there a place to go. So if Romans wasn't a place, I sent a few to Sunray. We sent a few to, I think one went with random to Baker. So we made sure that everyone had a place to go. The problem was not really a demerger. The issue that you're seeing with the Romans was at the end of the war, I had a problem with their rebuild policy, and I'm not going to trash them on the air, but I decided that I couldn't get over that because in the future, in the next global war, it would mean that I was completely destroyed and have no refund, no money at all, by basically because their policy is complete total crap. But anyway, I left, and I even messaged the people that had went there from Atlas. I'm leaving. It has nothing to do with you because no one else has 25 cities. The rest of them were all small cities. What you're seeing is that Eli and Hotstand came back with me because they wanted to be with me, and they didn't like the things in the Romans too. It's not a demerger. There's still several people there, and then one person jumped ship from the Romans because he wanted to be with Danny. He was one of Danny's people. So there's only been probably 4 of them that did that. And again, it goes back to loyalty lines of people that are wanting to be with certain people. And so when that person left the alliance they were in, they followed them.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. No one wanted to come with me. I'm hurt.
Did get one actually.
Wait, where did you go?
I did get one. I only got one. I went to Baker Street.
Oh.
But he had done that before. We didn't have to find him that home. He had left when Danny and them left. He had left early.
Yeah. I had left when Danny left, and then Zeppelin left and nuked Milcom. I know I attempted a coup because I panicked. I was freaking out. But
Really?
yeah.
Even though that Logov can't coup.
I like that list.
But yeah. Does anyone have any questions for Han?
Yeah, because this is the last time you get a chance. Because
Yeah. So
we're not
is
having
Atlas just done for as of now? What's gonna happen to the old AA?
it is gone. The old AA is gone. The last person was Yasin, and his friend went back to Aurora, which made the old alliance delete, because once someone leaves, the old one deletes.
That's sad.
I would say, am I finished with Atlas? Probably not. That doesn't mean, and that I am holding the server. We do have the server. We still have the Atlas Network server. We are owning. We are the ownership of that. could you answer the question? Am I finished with Atlas, or are we finished with Atlas? I can't answer that question. But in the current state of that makeup of HighGov, yes, we would be done. So if Atlas came back, it would be me and Yasin and people who we can work with, not.
I
Not-
may know I may know I was going to had a plan to bring it back with Zeppelin.
But it wouldn't, like the current rotation of people that it existed with.
And I still plan on bringing it back with Zeppelin if Zeppelin is down to do it. It's not going to be now, and it's not going to be for a while. So,
Yeah.
what is the future for the old Atlas now?
Oh, the future of old Atlas is everyone is happily moving forward in their alliances that they're in. I went to Gato. I went back to Gato. I found that they were super nice, and me and Greywall
I like you.
see things eye to eye. And so the future of it is trying to make the people happy. The ones that have moved around several times, I think, are finally settling into a place. Most of them now have found a home that they're happy in, and I would say that the future is probably not an immediate future of Atlas. It's probably a future of finding a place to live and staying there. As far as me, I am enjoying not doing anything, and that part of that is just playing the game in um, Gato and just hanging out. So if there was a resurrection again, I see it being a while.
Yep. That's true.
All right. No more questions for Han.
Okay.
Well, there's one more topic, but I don't think Azazel will come on and talk about that. She wants to. I'll invite him up just in case.
Our audience is dwindling away.
Thula, can you invite him because I can't?
It's because I was talking.
Someone took my fucking perms away.
Who
My
did?
perms weren't away. Someone fucking kicked me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm a reporter in what is it? The Bow Post.
That shit. Who bought it in the end?
You should probably.
Rainbow.
For how much?
I don't know, but
Oh.
I'm a reporter now, so.
I got kicked. I got like silenced, so I left after I was like, I was fucking laughing because they wanted to sell it for like 800 million.
I think it was around 800 or 900 million.
Man,
That shit
if
wasn't
I make
worth
that much,
300.
my alliance is buying it. My alliance is gonna buy a news station.
Doesn't Rainbow have like 6 networks now?
Yeah, I think so.
How many networks are in these? I barely know like how many networks are.
This reminds me. Make sure you join Purple Gym Network. That's my new server. You don't join it, you fucking die. Kidding.
I haven't
Oh,
heard of them.
I'll probably join it. I'll join it.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't-
How are you
oh,
even supposed to find these servers?
That link doesn't work against us UL members though, because we're already dead.
Stalcha.
Oh, what did you say it was? Bose?
The Bow Post.
I've never heard of that one.
I have
Oh,
no perm.
That's
I'm right
the
in it,
old
and I'm
like
gonna
the
make my own
old
show.
Orbeez World News, like the the OG.
Well, I had that. I was in that network when I played back in early 2019, but I left that network. I didn't realize it was the same one.
Yeah, it's the same, but they like it lost like 90% of its members.
Yeah, I joined it as a reporter because like Rainbow wanted me to join it and me be a reporter, so I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. I'm in all these news servers.
Eight
So.
million. Gosh, we ought to sell.
He got kicked down again.
That's a lot of money.
So let's get back, and now we can talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Ray Charlie.
Right. So Cthulhu,
Jeffrey 611.
someone took my stage moderator perms away since I was kicked. So can you add them back? Because I don't have any stage perms.
You're here talking though, aren't you?
Because I have to join on my alt account. Hold on, I think I can do it. Wait 1 second. There we go. Add. I think I done it. Yep, I've done it. Alright. Dazel, accept the invite if you're willing to come on and talk about a topic.
You could have done it at
Oh look,
any
Snow
point in
Miser
time,
wants to
dude.
join.
Oh yeah, I forgot to change the name. Anyway, if Azazel doesn't want to come on and talk about it, I think this is the end for Linky's radio.
Okay. You know what? I really had fun. If you guys need me again, I'll be here. I have work.
I
on
liked you, a
Saturdays.
man of intelligence. If you want to hit NATO, I'll completely fund it.
Yes,
It-
I would like to hit NATO once I get big enough.
Well, if it's
And-
under, if it's depends on the, if there's like a billion, no. If it's maybe 100, 200 million, I'll fund it.
Man, you can stop recording now.
Okay.
This is the Emperor.